When you go to prison, if you drop the soap, what happens? Now let me tell you something, man. Are you dropping the soap on the motherfucking streets? If you ain't dropping it on the streets, don't be dropping that shit in prison unless you a motherfucking Peter Gazer. And what a Peter Gazer means that when a motherfucker's showering and he's walking around and his fucking butt naked, you're looking at dicks. Don't be up in there looking at dicks. Once a motherfucker recognize that you looking at his dick, he gonna think that you're on some punk time, and that's gonna lead to him trying to get you to drop your soap so he can go up in the butt cheeks. So your best thing to do is don't be Peter Gazing. When you go to the shower, keep your motherfucking soap in your container. If you drop your soap while in the shower, let it go. It's not that expensive to get another piece of soap. Let that shit float away and motherfucking stand up straight, because ain't nobody trying to see your ass. But if you're trying to show your ass up in there, motherfuckers gonna recognize that maybe you giving up them cheeks. If you giving up them cheeks, you're gonna get tested. You know, the first test is a motherfucker might slap that ass while you got your towel on. Now, if you just giggle, hee hee hee, and don't retaliate, and then the next move is for that motherfucker to come in there and squeeze your butt. And then from there, he might just come in there and just like straight like, hey homie, you know what I'm saying? You gotta let me get some of that. And that's how it escalates. So it ain't like they come in there and you just, hey man, you know, we're gonna rape you and do all this stuff. Now, unless you're a punk. And I don't have nothing against punks. If you like it in the butt, that's your choice. But if you're looking for that, there's motherfuckers in there. As soon as you get there, they got some hard dick for them butt cheeks. You know, but if you ain't into that, you ain't gotta worry. You ain't gotta worry about motherfucking trying to take your butt, you know what I mean? So that's a lot of bullshit. People ain't just getting raped. But if you're talking shit and you into that and you like putting yourself out there, then a motherfucker might try you. He might be like, fuck it, man, you talking all this shit and you know what I'm saying, you think you hard, maybe I'll just knock you out and take your butt. And that's happened too. I've heard of motherfuckers getting knocked out and getting their butt took because they were running their mouth or thinking they were super hard or trying to carry themselves a certain way. But other than that, man, you ain't got to worry about that. You know, get up in there, get you a couple fiend books, beat your meat, you'll be all right, man. You ain't got to worry about nobody taking your butt.